Good evening, parents. I wanted to do a video today to kind of show you what it's going to look like on that first day of virtual learning. So I'm going to take you step by step to show you how to get to ClassLink, to Canvas, and then what you should do each day. Okay, so I'm going to go to, say you have a Bibb County device. You are going to look for an icon that looks like this. Now, you will click on it and something like this should pop up, or you may have to log in. Now, if you don't have your login, it should be your child's first name dot last name and then the number 34, and then their password should be their first initial, last initial, their lunch number, and then an exclamation mark at the end of it. Okay, and so once you've gotten that, you will log in with ClassLink, and yours will look a lot different than mine, but I want you to look for this button right here, Canvas Login. Okay, so this is where we're going to have all of our information for each day on a website, and this is the platform that Bibb County is using. So you have clicked on here, and yours is going to look a lot different than mine because I have the teacher version, but it should look pretty similar. So you will click on Homeroom PK. Okay, and this will pop up. So this is my home page, and as you can see, it says Welcome Pre-K, and I need you to do this every single morning, even on Wednesdays. And the reason you have to do this is so Bibb County can count your attendance, your child's attendance. And if you do not do this every day, Monday through Friday, then your child will be counted as absent. And remember, pre-K only allows you to have 10 absences. So make sure that you are doing this every day. And it's really simple. With your device, you'll click the button. And now, once you've clicked the button, it should take you to another link, and this is what it will look like. And it's a daily check-in. You'll type in your child's first and last name. You can ask your child how they feel today, and then you are going to tell us how your computer is working today. And then you will hit submit. All right, so let's go out of that and go back to homeroom. Okay, so now we're back in our homeroom. And so what I need you to do is we will have a morning meeting Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesdays we will not do this. But I need you to log in or click this button about 10 minutes before 9. So just so you can make sure you have everything you need, you are ready to go, and there's no technical issues. Okay, I will probably play some music that 10 minutes just to kind of get us going, and then I will come on at 9 o'clock and we will start our morning meeting. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like when you click that button, and this will take you to a program called Teams. Okay, so this might pop up. You can click always allow and then open Microsoft Teams, which it is linked to ClassLink, so you shouldn't have to sign in, but if you do have to sign in, just use your previous username and password. Okay, so here's what it would look like. We would be in our meeting. Okay, and I'm going to go back, and this is the meeting that we're in right now, and that's where we are going to meet every day except for Wednesdays. Okay, so let's go back to the homeroom. Say that your child's morning meeting is over, which during that time we will do social emotional. We will do literacy activities, so we will read a story, things like that. We'll go from 9 to 9:40. Then, based on your daily schedule, which this button right here should have everyone's daily schedule in it. I don't have it yet because I'm still waiting on some people to sign up. But you'll be able to click here and it will show you your individual schedule if you forget or you just need a refresher on what your day looks like that day. Okay? And then after our morning meetings, we will have to start our small group. Okay, so let's say that your child is in the red small group. You see your child's name. Now we have these letter links, and the letter links are they have their first name and then a picture that matches the beginning sound of their first name. So the first letter of their name. So Aaliyah is alarm clock. Brielle is bracelet. Okay, and so it's 9:45 on Monday. My child is in the red group, so at 9:45 I'm going to click the small group button, and it should take me to Teams, and your child will either be meeting with me for a literacy activity or a math activity, or Miss Roberts for a literacy or a math activity, and you will be in only with the children that are under that button. Okay, so if your child's name is not under the red button, please do not click that button. This is very important because we need to have only the correct children per small group. Now this is going to change because I'm waiting for individual schedules to come in. So don't pay attention to this part yet, but on Tuesday you will look for your child's name. Okay? Now, let's say 9:45. Okay, say your child is in the blue group, but their small group doesn't start until 10:10. Okay? Well, what should my child be doing from 9:45 to 10:10? Well, that is where our brain building music activities come in. So I will have a Go Noodle video here, and you can watch the video and then watch some more after that. It's up to you. But this one is about 15 minutes long, so your child can do their own little music activity with that. So if I clicked on that, see, it would take me to the Go Noodle song that I chose. Okay, so there it is. And then when you're finished and you're ready to come to your small group, you are going to click on your button and it will take you to your team's meeting. And you may be with me or Miss Roberts. Okay, same thing here. Me or Miss Roberts, me or Miss Roberts. And then after small groups are over at 10:30. And then we will start individual lessons. So based on the schedule that you chose, you will choose the button. So say your individual schedules are on Mondays and Thursdays. You're going to click this button, the Mondays and Thursdays individual lesson. If your schedule says that your individual lesson is on Tuesdays and Friday, you will click this button right here. Okay? So Mondays and Thursdays, Tuesdays and Fridays. Now, this is where the individual schedules come in play. You can only click on that on this button when it is your time to meet. So if your individual schedule says individual lessons at 11:30 to 11:50, do not click this button until 11:30. And it's very important because everyone will be using these buttons, and say you click on it when it's not your time, you may go into someone else's individual lesson, and that could be a distraction. So please make sure you refer to your child's individual schedule to know when to click the button. Okay, and make sure you go to the correct one or you might miss your meeting. Okay, and during the individual lessons, for the first month, we will be doing a lot of assessments with your child and getting to know them a little bit more. So please, these are very important for you to attend. If you can't miss, I understand, but please try to be at these individual meetings every single time that you're supposed to meet. It is very crucial. We have to get these assessments in so we can see where your child is, and we can cater to their needs of what they need to be learning for starting after September. Okay, so please come to these individual meetings. The small groups are usually literacy based and math based. Your child will get 4 activities each week, 2 literacy and 2 math activities for small group. Okay? So let's take a look at what will my child be doing after or during, what will my child be doing after small group when it's not their turn to have an individual lesson? Well, up here we have provided family activities, outside activities, and independent activities. Now, independent activities is kind of like if they were at school and they were at center time, but we really can't gauge what kind of toys they may have at home. So we put in just a monthly, and I'll show you. Okay, may have not put it in yet, but it's a list of independent activity ideas that they can do each day. Let's see if I can go back to pages. And if you kind of get lost or a button gets stuck, you can always view all pages and see that each button should take you to one of these. Okay, here it is. I just linked the wrong one. Okay, so here's the September independent activities. Now, your independent time should be about an hour, and of course, these activities aren't going to last an hour. So we have just provided you some ideas of things you can do, they can do at least once a day that are easy, they don't require a lot of materials, and then you can also just encourage them to go play in their room or toy room or whatever you have, okay? We also provided you with puzzles. We provided you with games. So you can also use those during your independent activities. The main idea is that your child is playing and not in front of the TV screen, okay? Then say, okay, your independent activities over. You can always click this home button up here and it should take you back to the home page. Okay, let's say it's time for your family activity. Okay, you have been provided with 30, well, less than 30, I guess one a day of a family time activity. So Tuesday, the first day, you can take a drive or a walk around the neighborhood and just talk about the colors that you see. We're going to introduce colors, but also take that a little bit more in depth as well. And so just follow these for your family time activities. You can always do your own thing. These are just suggestions. Okay, so let's go back to home page. Okay, and then let's say that, okay, now it's my child's turn to go outside for a little bit. So we have provided you with some ideas for outside activities. Okay, now we are encouraging you that you go outside with your child or have an older sibling be out there, but the things that we are providing do work better with a family member or a group of, children. So we just encourage that you are with your child outside. We're trying to encourage less screen time each day. Okay, so we have followed everything from our morning activity, the morning meeting. You signed in, right? Don't forget to sign in. Your morning activity, try to arrive 10 minutes early, so about 8:50. Make sure your mic is muted, but your video is on. And I want you to practice with your child, teaching them how to mute and unmute on their device, because that will come in handy later when we are doing our morning meetings and we're sharing, or somebody may have other siblings around, so they might need to be muted until it's their turn to talk, and we're going to talk about raising our hand. So just make sure that you work with them on muting and unmuting, and make sure that they always have their video on for morning meeting, okay? So we've done that. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is our Wednesday lessons. Now, Wednesdays for me are office hours for if you needed help with something. And also, I will be working on digital lessons. So if you were, say it's Wednesday, make sure you sign in, of course. I have created this digital Google Classroom, okay? And it's just a little interactive classroom, and it has different activities that you can click on. This is a song by Dr. Jean that teaches the letter sounds. This is a good morning message, a song, and just let me show you what this does. So this is the song that you could sing, and then this is awesome. So this is going to take you to something called Flipgrid. Well, it should have taken you to Flipgrid. Let's see if it's still working. Okay. Okay, I might have to get you guys your passwords, but I will get that to you. But what it does is it gives, it takes you to where you could ask your child to record a good morning message, and then it goes all together on the Flipgrid, and then everyone can see the good morning message from each other. Okay, so if you click this back button, it should take you back to the home page. This has some phonological awareness activities that I will share each Wednesday. You can click here, and it will be books from YouTube that are being read, or it might be books that I've read. This will be some science activities. This will be feelings activities and some math activities. And then here are some Go Noodle songs. And then this is ABCia, and it is a program that has letters and number games. It is amazing. I highly suggest you click that on Wednesdays. They're really fun. So this is kind of like my Wednesday Google Classroom that you can do. And that will change me. Okay, so let's go back home. Okay, let's say that you've done everything. You signed in the morning. I'm going to do this quickly. You did your morning meeting, your family activities, outside, independent. We did our small group, our individual lessons. Okay, and then you'll see on your child's schedule that there's a nap time. Okay, I highly encourage that you use that time for them to rest, take a break. Don't be in front of any screen time. We want them to be resting, because when we come back to school, we are going to have that rest time, and I want them to be ready to do that. And so you can tell them you don't have to sleep, but your body needs to rest. Okay, so you can do that, or you could give them something quiet to do. They could read a book or do a quiet puzzle. Okay, but encourage them to just rest their bodies, because they are growing, and growing bodies need to rest. Okay, and if you get them into that pattern, it will be better for them when we come back to school in person. Okay, I really hope that this helps, and I'm always on Remind, checking messages if you need anything. I'm always there to answer. Please make sure that you are on Remind, and if you have any questions, just let me know. All right? Thanks, guys.